Henry, James, and Gordon were miserable. They had been shut up for several days for being naughty and longed to be let out again. At last, the Fat Controller arrived. "I hope you are sorry," he said, "and understand that you are not so important after all. We have a new tank engine called Percy who helps pull coaches, and Thomas and Edward have worked the main line nicely. But I will let you out now if you promise to be good."
はい、そうします。
said the three engines. "That's right, but please remember that this no shunting nonsense must stop." He then told Percy, Edward, and Thomas that they could go and play on the branch line for a few days. And they ran off happily to find Annie and Clarabelle at the junction. The two coaches were so pleased to see Thomas again. Edward and Percy played with trucks. Screamed the trucks as they were pushed into their proper sidings, but the two engines laughed and went on shunting till the trucks were tidily arranged. Next, Edward took some empty trucks to the quarry. Percy was left alone. He didn't mind that a bit. He liked watching trains and being cheeky to the other engines. He would call and they got very cross. After a great deal of shunting, Percy was waiting for the signalman to set the point so that he could get back to the yard. He was eager to work, but was being rather careless and not paying attention. Edward had warned Percy.
本線では気をつけて、そこにいることを信号員に口笛で伝えよう。
But Percy didn't remember to whistle, so the busy signalman forgot him. Percy waited and waited. The points were still against him, so he couldn't move. Then he looked along the main line. Peep, peep! He whistled in horror, for rushing straight towards him was Gordon with the express. Groaned Gordon.
私の道から外れてくれ。
Percy opened his eyes. Gordon had stopped with Percy's buffers a few inches from his own. But Percy had begun to move.
私はここには残らない。逃げ出す。
He puffed. He went straight through Edward's station and was so frightened that he ran right up Gordon's hill without stopping. After that, he was tired, but he couldn't stop. He had no driver to shut off steam and apply the brakes.
やめたいんだ、やめたいんだ。
He puffed. The man in the signal box saw Percy was in trouble, so kindly set the points. Percy puffed wearily onto a nice empty siding, ending in a big bank of earth. He was too tired now to care where he went.
やめたいんだ、やめたいんだ、やめたいんだ、やめたいんだ。やっとやめたよ。
He puffed thankfully. "Never mind, Percy," said the workman as they dug him out. "You shall have a drink and some coal, and then you'll feel better." Presently, Gordon arrived.
よくやったパーシー。あなたは素早く逃げたから、厄介な事故が起こるのを防げた。
生意気言ってごめん。僕の目の前で止まるなんて、賢いね。
Then Gordon helped pull Percy out from the bank. Percy is still cheeky because he's that sort of engine, but he's always most careful when he goes on the main line.